Come on, Skip. We all know the script. As a matter of fact,
you got it.
I got it.
Oh, interesting.
Bronny James with the 17th overall pick from the Los Angeles Lakers.
17?
We take Bronny James.
Wow.
Come on, this is inevitable. He's going to play with his dad. This is what this season is going to be all about for the Lakers. Unless there's any other significant changes to the roster through trade or anything of that nature, this is going to be a storybook ending for LeBron James to say he played with his son, Bronny. And we all will be tuned in. This is his opportunity, him to give tutelage to his son, show him the ins and outs of what going through an NBA season is all about on and off the court, nurture him, and then Bron is off into the sunset. And this is what documentaries are going to be made of. This is what books are going to be wrote about. Only the second father and son combination we've seen in sports that I can think of in my lifetime. I don't know any other, Skip. Maybe you've been around and seen a father-son combination, but I only know the Griffeys in baseball. And for us to see this in the NBA would be unprecedented. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see this. This is all scripted. This is in the making. Clutch Sports. This is what's going to happen, Skip. I just don't see it no other way.
You know, I know that he'll play pro basketball somewhere. I always start off by saying that, Skip. Do I believe that he will be a Los Angeles Laker at the 55th pick if that's the way that they want to go?
17th pick.
No, they'll take Zach Edey, I think his name is, at 17. They'll take a higher-rated prospect at 17. If the Lakers...
There you go. You go with that if.
Well, what else am I supposed to say? Get me there without saying if.
You go.
I don't know another way to get there. But I don't know if Bronny James' desire is to play with the Lakers and his father and follow in his footsteps, right along the way.
Yep. I mean, he has made comments saying maybe he doesn't want to do that.
But what I could envision, because Rich Paul, as his agent and representative, has gone on record to say he's not looking for any charity. He's not looking for a two-way contract because two-way contracts will not allow the individual players to develop at the level that they need to develop at. Because, financially, when you put finances behind somebody as an organization, you want to see that through. You want to see that prospect through. But you had
suggested, I don't know, a week or two ago, maybe the G League is the place for him.
But not on a two-way contract. There's a difference.
Just to be permanent G League?
Just give him a real deal. Yeah. And then you can move him up and back whenever you want to. On a two-way deal.
Give him an NBA contract.
An NBA contract. If you give him an NBA contract, you can play with it. People will sit back there and say, well, why does he need a real deal? Because he needs a real deal. His daddy money is his daddy money. No, real talk. He got access to it if need be. But his finances is his finances. His finances is his finances. His agent wants to make sure that he's on a real deal because real deals, there's certain slots, as you know, Paul. There's only so many slots for how many is 15 guys under contract? Yeah. So it's only certain slots for those 15 guys to get real deals. And everybody else, they have slots for two-way guys. He doesn't want to be on that because he wants to get significant development. Now, I envision this. Him not playing with his father, some other team either selecting him in the second round or signing him as an undrafted free agent, giving him a real contract as an undrafted free agent. And if he doesn't develop or make the team or whatever the case is, then he would go and join the Lakers. That's the way I see it, because I don't know that LeBron, even though they probably don't really care, but I don't feel, based on what's been coming out of their camp recently, that they want to have that type of pressure applied to this young man by playing alongside his father and having to deal with just the whole only reason why, opposed to him pathing his own way to the NBA. I just don't see it. I see him saying, maybe he goes to Phoenix or maybe he goes to San Antonio or somewhere where he's developing his own identity. because that's
Okay.
important to this young man.
Can you see him getting some quality developmental minutes with Phoenix or San Antonio this coming season?
Not without stopping in the G League first, but doesn't mean that just because he stops in the G League first, doesn't mean that he won't have a real contract.
I can see it for the Lakers. I mean, you got to think about the Lakers are probably not even they're not even a playoff team. They not.
Stop!
Key.
We get it, y'all won the championship. Yay!
They're a play-in team, Key. They're not even a playoff team. They're a play-in team. So, of
Your
course, I can see
disdain for the Lakers is unbelievable.
No, I'm just saying, the facts are the facts. I mean, let's just state it how it is. The Lakers over the last, seasons just play-in team. They've
been in the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs the last couple of years. And, in fact, they went to the Western Conference Final.
As a play-in
Doesn't matter.
team.
They still, Paul, they got there. No matter how they got there.
I'm saying, they're
y'all lost last year to a play-in team.
In transition right now. They're a team that really has no identity. They're a team who got a coach by default. They're a team it's just not as constructed that's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So why not draft Bronny and develop him? Like say, hey, all right, we're going to put you behind D'Angelo Russell and give him those minutes to play with his dad.
Why are you keeping us with D. Russell, man? What make you think we going to do that?
I'm just saying, this is a transition. LeBron, if he plays 1 or 2 more years, this is what it is for the Lakers. Stop putting them, like think about this. You get a young guy who needs some minutes, where do you put him? Well, you put him on a team that's in development stage. You don't
But
put
the
him on a
Lakers are
team.
not in development stage.
They are.
How?
They
They got AD, LeBron,
I get it.
Rui. If you want to add D'Lo, Austin Reeves.
You know what?
Gabe Vincent. Who else?
I'll be shocked if the Lakers.
hell they done?
I'll be shocked if the Lakers make the playoffs next year with this roster.
Okay.
I'll be shocked.
Whether or not they make the playoffs next year,
I'll be shocked if they
skip
did.
with this roster. How is that a development team? Can you please explain this young man? How is that a development team?
I thought they were going to be really good last year, and if 4 guys hadn't gotten hurt who contributed next to nothing,
Paul.
they would have been pretty good because they didn't have Jared Vanderbilt all year.
Don't sit here and tell me if they had Jared Vanderbilt, it would have made a world of a difference.
He's their primary defender. Gabe Vincent was supposed to be there.
He's not an all-defensive performer. Gabe Vincent, it was not on the all-defensive team ever.
No.
So y'all can't tell me, you sit up here and tell me
they're not
that Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent would that make that much of a difference on what the Lakers did last year.
This is not the Houston Rockets of 2 years ago.
It's not.
The Houston Rockets of 2 years ago was a developmental team. That was a team that was young, and they was just trying to see who was who.
Maybe I said the wrong. I said maybe the word is a transition team. They're transitioning into
Well, it's not like
the
they have
future.
a bunch of young players who are trying to figure it out. They don't have any.
I feel like in the next couple years, they're going to transition into that. That's why you hire J.J. Redick. Because once LeBron goes off into the sunset, you're going to start trying to acquire draft picks.
So you're going to move on from Anthony Davis then?
I probably would. That'll be the wise move to do.
So if they move
That'll be the wise move to do in a year. They don't make the playoffs next year. Why not explore trading Anthony Davis to the OKC and get some draft picks and try to transition into what's going to be
But that's
in the
not
future.
this year.
It could be as early as this year.
Okay, so Paul,
to you, man.
first issue is, why would the Lakers, if the script is written, why would they waste or use the 17th overall pick on Bronny when he's going to be a Laker anyway? It's almost like you don't need to use any draft pick
You don't want to
on
put
him.
nobody else in another position to draft him, which another team could possibly do.
And that's great for the kid. And that's great for him.
But maybe it may not be.
If somebody else drafts him, that's great,
Maybe
Skip.
somebody drafts him to spite the Lakers.
Okay, so I brought this up to Keyshawn on Friday. You were not here.
Yeah, he was busy.
I was on the duck boat.
You were duck boating.
I was on the duck boat.
Okay, so Phoenix is sitting at 20. That owner, that young wealthy owner, is a plunger because we've seen what he did plunging for KD and Bradley Beal around Devin Booker. So I brought up to Keyshawn that only one other team has worked out, according to Rich Paul, only one other team was granted a workout, and that was the Phoenix Suns. So it's been Lakers and Suns. I don't know, maybe there's been some on the slide that we don't know about. But the point is, if Phoenix said, we're going to sit there and we're going to take Bronny James at 20 and try to entice LeBron to come play with his son for much less money, even though Rich has already said, Rich Paul said there is no way LeBron is going to take any less money. But do the hypothetical. What if he did? How good would Phoenix be? If LeBron would agree to take far less money, because it would have to be veteran minimum kind of money, just to play with his son.
That wouldn't be a good fit.
Okay, with KD and Book and Bradley Beal, because they were missing a point guard last year.
I just don't think that's a good fit. With Booker, LeBron, and KD, it's not a good fit. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds like super team.
Like Bradley Beal is Ray Allen to me. He is like, I know he's been beat up.
It's not a good fit because it's, you know, what position do you play LeBron?
Good point.
The point guard, right?
No doubt.
I mean, now you're taking the ball out of Booker's hands. You're taking the ball out of
but I think Booker needs the ball out of his hands.
They got swept last year.
Yeah, because now, Booker was trying to play point.
Yeah, but now you put LeBron at point. Like, it's, you know, LeBron, he'll be the point guard. Are you going to say, LeBron, you're going to sacrifice your offense? Because LeBron did average, 27 points this year? So what does that look, how does that look like for LeBron? Is he going to go down to an 18-point score? Because that's what it looks like if you put him with KD and Booker, if you're asking him to sacrifice, because these two guys
Which team would be better? Do the hypothetical. LeBron with Phoenix or LeBron next year with whatever's in L.A., with AD and whatever? Which team's better?
Which team is better?
Because you think the Lakers might not even make the playoffs.
They might not even make the playoffs
Well,
next
you
year.
can't tell me that Phoenix team wouldn't make the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs with LeBron, absolutely. But I don't think they're any better than Minnesota moving forward, Denver moving forward, Dallas moving forward. I mean,
they'd have Nurkic and Grayson Allen would come off the bench. Okay, that's what they would have.
Chemistry-wise,
and Eric
I just think chemistry-wise, it wouldn't be a good move.
Okay.
You know, I think, you know, you don't make a move like that. I mean, that's all for show. It'll simply remind me of the year they had Nash, Kobe, Dwight Howard, or that team. And
They got hurt.
That team wasn't that good.
Man, we got hurt.
Who got hurt?
Did get
Steve
hurt.
Nash hurt his back?
We got hurt.
They also got old.
Yeah,
well, we got hurt.
I mean, that team would be pretty old.
It would be.
Phoenix will be pretty old when you're trying to play against all these young teams, OKC, these young athletic teams. It just, that team, I can't trust defensively. You know, I mean, it sounds good on paper.
I'm going to fly down to New Orleans and put a hex on the Celtics. They don't win another championship for the next 60 years. You keep talking.
You got to go to New Orleans to do that.
Man,
Because I don't know nobody here.
It's a transition. We're in the
It
transition.
ain't no damn transition. Man, be quiet, man. You just talking now.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.